Hello, this is BHL SniiPeZz, and I'll be showing you how to make cool SIGs like this, which looks pretty cool for forums and stuff like that. First of all, you'll need C4D, which looks like that. What you want to do is open a text, get a text in for this write tutorial. And you can make him go closer, horizontal spacing. Oh, looks gay. I'll put a bare text. Like that. Which you can rotate like that. However, when you render, didn't want to do that, but when you render, you see nothing comes up. So what you want to do is get an extrude NURBS, as such, and you would like to drag the text until you see this arrow facing downwards, and boom. Now you'll see when you render, it's 3D, which looks pretty sweet. So what I usually do is I'll click on extrude NURBS and make sure this is at 80, and then you want to highlight it, Control C and then Control V. Now you get 2. As you can see here, you know I've got 2. But on this one, I'll put down to around 40, which you lot can experiment with your own sizes. Doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be 40. But what I do is I put it right in the middle, like such. Doesn't have to be dead on. And then you'll go to caps, start fillet cap again. Obviously you can do your own sizes, but for this I'm going to leave it. So when you render, looks got some cool 3D effect. To render, in fact no, we're going to add some materials first. A nice red. To get materials, you just got to double click down here, and it'll come up with this. So you just drag and drop it on wherever you want. I guess I'll just do a white, just something simple. Elements. Render. There you go, some nice sort of. Bring it down just a bit too bright. Alright, you can obviously you can render with the black background, but I think a lot of you agree look better if it's with a see-through background. So to do that, what I like to do first of all is get a background, and I just make it a colour you can easily identify, so just a bright blue. Now just drag and drop that into background, so when you render, I now know it's going to render wherever the blue is. So I'm going to put the output to 600, and then I'm going to leave that about 150 around there. That should do. And then save. You want to pick where. So I'm going to put it here. Tutorial. Save. You want to click QuickTime PNG. Make sure you also click alpha channel. You have to make sure that's clicked, otherwise it will not work. That should work. So until you just want to put this in. I'll make it fit into the blue. And obviously if you have Photoshop you don't have to get perfect, you can just resize it, crop it all in Photoshop, but for this I like to get it all in one. There you go. So if I was to render that, obviously I'd remove the background, but it looks pretty cool. I think it looks pretty nice, but it looks a bit fake. If you want to get some shade on it, you don't have to. If you like that style, that's fine. What I like to do is put ambient occlusion, or occlusion, whatever you want to call it. And you put the contrast usually up to about 50. You can just experiment, it doesn't have to. I'll put it up to 30 for now. And then render. takes a bit longer, but you can see it starts to get a bit more shade and texture, and you don't have to do that, but hey, I'm kinda. So what you want to do is remove that background, and you want to press the middle button, which renders it. You should see that looks like it's got a black background, but it really doesn't. So if I was to open it, oh alright, where did I put it? Tutorial. If you open it, you can see, dum dum dum, it's got a see-through background. So if you want to touch it up, that's great. Just touch it up like that. You can resize it, crop tool, if you know how. And just save. And if you want to add paint brushes to it, that looks really bad, but you can do whatever. And then press save. Hope you find this we call it helpful. Please leave notes if you want more tutorials on what on, stuff like that. Thanks for listening. Alex.